and talk a bit about the recent results that we announced, the rock grab samples. I think it's firstly, as you can see on the left-hand side, majority of the high-value rock grab samples came from target 9. And we started on target 9 because we could clearly see that there was a high thorium anomaly. Let me get my pointer out. Easily defined, and you can start putting out some resemblance of certain structures. The exploration team did a fantastic job. We've literally mapped this by 20. We've got data points at 20 by 10 meter spacing across this whole target. And through that, we started picking up subcropping, outcrop, subcrop, where we saw visible monazite, and that started returning values. We've had some questions from shareholders saying that the reality is only 7 or 8 of these samples are of high values. Mineralization of above 0.5% TREO is mineralization. It's not economic grade, but it does show that there's mineralization within the system. So all of these, majority of these, I think it's 80% of them, grade above an anomaly, 0.05. The other point on that is our XRF is correlated to wet assays. So we've got almost a direct line correlation to our readings with our XRFs and our wet assays. But the XRF, due to processing techniques, the XRF, and as you can see on our technical disclaimer from our recent announcement, can't read certain heavy rare earths. So those are dropped out, where a wet assay will have those calculations. So generally what you see is our XRF has an underreporting of values, and we're seeing that it sits at around 0.05% TREO underreporting. So areas that are currently reporting on an XRF of 0.05% TREO definitely would be potentially upgraded on wet assays. These rock chip samples were submitted for wet assays, and at the same time, we used it as a validation process for using the XRF as a prospecting tool in the project. And we got direct straight line correlation to our XRF and wet assays. So what that's going to allow us to do is use a quick tool, and we're starting to see it in our soil sampling, conduct a lot of geochemical sampling over areas, and allow us to assess every single target as a full value target, rather than just putting it off only thorium or only lithium. Now we're going to have multiple data layers that comprise a thorium anomaly, a potential geochemistry anomaly, a potential magnetic anomaly, and a lithological area of interest, the correct lithology, a carbonatite, etc. That allows us to go, that is a value target that we would like to test now under surface, and then we want to drill those targets. So our confidence level on these targets is going to be extremely solid going through when we go into drill testing. And we continue to not only validate the 17, but as our understanding about this, about the deposition model that we're currently exploring and expands, we're definitely going to start highlighting new areas of interest.